خير في الجميع.
آمين.
يا الله. ولد يا سيدي، ولد يا سيدي. Verstehst du Deutsch? Ja. Studieren alle ja, ne?
Haben Sie...
They don't know German? Hannah also doesn't know German, but she knows. You speak Dutch. Everyone speaks Dutch. Any question in his heart? Someone has something? Sheikh Ahmed is happy, Alhamdulillah. Sheikh Murad, hast du Frage?
Nein, keine Fragen.
Gott sei Dank. Çok şükür. Allah. Yunus? Die erste Säule sagen die erste Säule in der Tarikat, sagt man, ist der Sheikh. Also ob die Tarikat existiert oder nicht existiert, das hängt darauf ab, ob es einen Sheikh gibt. Yes, you understand? Not so much. I'm saying, they are saying the tarikat, the basic of the tarikat is, what is tarikat? You know what is tarikat?
You explain that.
I'm not explaining, but the Sheikh explained it. He said it's Sharia al-Zima. You know Sharia al-Zima? Al-Zim. Was heißt Al-Zim?
Azim.
Kannst du gar nicht übersetzen. It's not possible, there is no word. In any language. Al-Zim. Highest, strongest, greatest, biggest, most strongest, pure, everything. Al-Zim. Sharia al-Zima. Sharia in the best way. That is tarikat.
Unübertrefflich.
How do people, they have no tarikat? They are Muslims. They're saying they are Muslims, they have no tarikat. No way. They have a religion, but no way. No way to go. And there is a sheikh. There is a sheikh, the master. And there is a principle to connect with the master. To connect with the master. Yeah. They are saying, what is it? Yeah, what is tariqah? Tariqah is the way of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was the first and the last also to teach the way. A deen. They are saying deen. Tariqah. Doesn't matter. Deen. To teach the deen. To teach the way. And so he is the first teacher and the last teacher. And before he left this world, they are saying, the people who know, people who are in contact with the Prophet constantly, they are saying that the moment when he left this world, that he gave, before he left, he gave his secrets, everything what is necessary to guide the people on that path what he brought the Prophet ﷺ. Gave it to someone to teach the people, to give it to the people. He didn't say, my mission is finished, I'm going to the other world and I take it with me, and they had the books. We left the books. There will be books. No. He left from his holy secrets everything. He said, everything what Allah poured in my chest, I poured in the chest of Abu Bakr Siddiq.
Ya Allah.
Everything. Everything what he poured into my chest. That's hadith, no? Sahih Bukhari. Not Sahih Bukhari. Sahih Bukhari. Sahih Bukhari is from Albani. Dr. Shaitan Albani. He wrote a book, Sahih Bukhari. He's better than Sahih Bukhari. That's better than Bukhari. He writes a book, Sahih Bukhari. 1300 years it was, Muslims were wrong. Then Abdul Wahhab, he came, and the Wahhabites and Termites, and they came and they wrote a book that so many hadiths they are wrong and we know better than this. Now we got the Osram, Heavy Osram, die Erleuchtung. Waren immer falsch, 1300 Jahre lang falsch. Jetzt kommen wir und machen es alles richtig. Das erste, was wir machen, ist Leute töten, die gegen uns sind. Grundsätzlich. Der wollte seinen eigenen Bruder umbringen. Der wollte seinen eigenen Bruder umbringen. Also hat eine Moschee, der war in der Moschee am Beten, da hat er, you understand? Yeah? He wanted to kill his brother, that Abdul Wahhab. That crazy. He wanted to kill his brother, his own brother. Because he was not, had not the opinion, his opinion. He wanted to kill him. He was in the mosque, and he sent somebody to kill him in the mosque. But he didn't succeed. Alhamdulillah. Allah warned him. That was his intention. Such people, they are teaching wrong things all over the world, and everyone is sick from these teachings because they have so much money that they distribute their teachings everywhere in the whole world. And so the Muslims, they start to forget. They are starting, what is their aim? They want to cut your love to the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the high respect of Prophet. High respect, and from high respect to love. They want to cut that because that is the way, the key, and that is the way. That is the way. The love of the Prophet is the way. They want to cut that. They know it. They cut this. This they want to cut. And when they cut this, they cut the people from their religion. Because religion is to love the Prophet. Without loving the Prophet, you can't. If you don't love your Prophet more than yourself, that is the aim. So he left that secrets to Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, and 40 other secrets he left to Sayyidina Ali. Because he said, Sayyidina Ali is the door to the town of knowledge. I am the town of knowledge. Sayyidina Ali is the door to that town. So he left with him so many secrets, so many knowledges. So much so that one day, one night, he couldn't carry it anymore because he was not to tell anyone. No permission. So he couldn't carry it anymore. He went out to the desert, and after walking a long time, he found a well. He found a well, and he put his head down and he told all these things into the well. And there was down at the bottom of the well, there was reed. There was a reed, and much later there came a shepherd. He was cutting the reed from that well when he was giving water to his sheep. He took that reed because he wants to make a flute. Every time, now and then, he makes a flute, because he's playing the flute. Very, because when he played when he played on that flute, which was from that well, he was wondering what came out of this flute. He was listening, he was completely surprised. There were secrets opening to him. Secret. He was playing in a way he never played before. He was so famous afterwards. He was so famous. In the whole country he was famous. He also played for the Prophet. They said to the Prophet, the companions, that there is someone, he plays the flute, it's unbelievable. You must listen. And they brought him and he was listening. Prophet Muhammad So came back to him what he said, And then they never left, because it is from the Prophet ﷺ. This is, I don't know if you can say this, but it is part of the soul of the Prophet he left here. I heard like that also. Part of the soul of the Prophet ﷺ, because you have so many parts of soul. From the ego, up to generally is 3 parts. You have the nafsul marabisu, nafsul awama, and nafsul mutma'inna. Nafsul, that's our ego, nafsul marabisu, ego desires, our ego. That is a lower, this brings damage. If you listen to it, they are saying this brings damage. And then, when you start not to listen to it, and you are in the nafsul awama, that is a self-accusing soul, accusing himself, down, and then through the fight, the aim is the happy soul, the confident soul, the what do you say? Content soul, going into the gardens. But there's so much more of the soul. And then, anyway, that to connect with them is fard, so to speak. Sharia azima. It's proved by the word in the Holy Quran, Rabitu. Is a order. Connect. Or kunu ma sadiqin. Be with the truthful ones. But to connect is very clear. Connect. You have to connect. Connect your heart. Yes, connect your heart with the Prophet, and Prophet will show you, or Allah will show you a murshid who will bring you to the Prophet. You cannot also not directly go to Allah, and you cannot go directly to the Prophet also. Somebody brings you to the Prophet. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That is your murshid, the teacher, the friend of God, the inheritor of the Prophet, the Warith Rasulullah, the inheritor. He inherited all this. He is capable of leading you to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that is the basic. And the method, or main method, or second pillar, or how you say, is a zikr. Yes, usually you say in tariqat, the zikr is a basic method, the most important method. Zikrullah, the remembrance. Allah, to remember Him, and to do zikr, to repeat holy names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to repeat them.
ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب.
Yeah. Allah bi zikrillah tutma'inna al-qulub. Except through zikrullah find hearts rest. No, the hearts cannot find rest except when they say Allah. When they are restful, getting restful. Allah. And the other, there's so many names, and all of them they have a meaning, not a meaning, thousands meanings, 10,000 meanings, 100,000 meanings, endless meanings, every name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's like a medicine. If you know or not know, if you don't know, doesn't matter. If you are saying, your soul, your higher soul is listening. And it takes from that meaning. It takes from that meaning. It has a higher understanding. It takes from that meaning and it unites with the meaning. It becomes the meaning. That is the aim. Yes, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is said that He is manifesting Himself in the heart of the believer. Through what? Through His beautiful names. All the creation, all of them, all the creation belongs to one or another beautiful name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of it. And all of the names, Maulana said, are majestic. Jalil. Jalil is O majestic one. Yeah? Allah ya Jalil, Allah ya Jalil. Jalil. Majestic. And all of the names, they are eternal. They have been so in the beginning, and they will be so up to eternity. All of them. All of them. Each name. He says. And this fact, the fact that every name is eternal, was in the beginning perfect, the perfect one, Al-Kamil, perfection. In the beginning, when He created anything, it was directly everything was there, all the names and all their perfection and all the eternity were always, forever, was always immediately there. That is majestic. That is the meaning of Jalil. Shaykh Al-Haqqani, he explained like this. If you read from him, nobody was giving such meanings like the Grand Sheikh of the beautiful 99 names. And through the zikr, and zikr is a method in which the seeker of the path, because you have to, in which through the zikr, his soul is taking from that. Until he is completely immersed in the zikr. That is the aim. Completely immersed. Yes. Completely immersed. He is already completely immersed in the zikr. And there is nothing else anymore. He is only in the zikr, only doing zikr. That is the aim. He becomes that. He unifies with that. He becomes Fana, the Sheikh, Fana. He becomes absent. His ego becomes completely absent. His person becomes absent. And when he is absent, he is present. He is going into the present. Fanabi Sheikh, Fanabi Rasul, Fanabi Allah. And before that, Fanabi Ahwan. Ihwan. Fanabi Ihwan. And your brother. You love your brother as you love yourself. If you don't do that, no way. You must wish these things for your brother as you wish them for yourself. When that starts, Iman starts. If not, it didn't start. Ya Rab. Medak ya Sayyidi. Inshallah. To make our heart strong, inshallah. And to understand, and to follow, to listen, and to follow. Inshallah, to be able to do it. With the mercy of Allah.
Ameen, Ya Rabbi, Ameen.
Otherwise,